Hi, this is going to be an even shorter Freethinkers report. The date is 21st of September. I just want to follow up on the report for yesterday by adding an update that I have written to my MP Rachel Maskell, she's the MP for York Central, about the debate over the renewal of dystopian powers in the Coronavirus Act 2020. Here is what I wrote. Dear Rachel Maskell, I am sure you will be voting against renewing the Coronavirus Act 2020, which I believe is being debated somehow in Parliament shortly. The idea for sending people with COVID from the hospitals to care homes to spread the disease to these vulnerable people who are dearly loved grandmothers and fathers, just to get the death statistics up, is one of the most callous policies that has come from our government and civil service. Shame on them. So please vote against the renewal of the Coronavirus Act 2020 and the dystopian society it enacts. See Steve Baker's impassioned pleas in March 2020. So I'm going to copy the text of that email, which anybody can use if they wish, but I better explain what the idea behind it is. First of all, the Coronavirus Act 2020 gives huge powers to government to do almost anything for what they believe is something that might possibly reduce the effects of this virus, which is ultimately really no more dangerous than the flu. If you look at the death certificates, they're not. Most of the deaths have been miscounted. That's a whole other story. I don't want to get involved in that, but you take it on whatever way you wish. But what really upsets me is that they've got a plan to shift people from hospital, just like they did last time, who have COVID into care homes, so that people who already got a compromised immune system and have difficulties, the elderly, are basically killed by this process. And then, of course, people lose their grandmothers and fathers, or wherever they are, their mothers, their fathers. It's just disgusting, just unbelievable that they're doing this. Shame on them. So that is my take for what's happening. Please ask your MP to vote against it. I'm going to put below a link to an outfit called Write to Them, so you can easily find your MP from your postcode, and then it automatically sets up an email that you can just copy this text in there and send it off to your MP, who may not be Labour. Rachel Maskell's Labour, and therefore she'll inevitably be voting against the government, so they'll be voting against the renewal of this Coronavirus Act, I hope. And there are apparently some Tories that also are upset about this. Probably Steve Baker will be included in them, who's very concerned about civil liberties, and we shall see what happens. Thank you again for listening. Please subscribe.